Hello, this is discussion assignment 12 on dying. For the first question I'm going to do is going to be, how do you think the years Paul spent tending to patients and training to be a neurosurgeon affected the outlook he had on his own illness? I think that for this, Paul definitely had like a huge understanding on illnesses and other things like that, and had a huge understanding of what could possibly happen to him, and also like the understanding of human life and overall death and what happens when people die. I think that his like own medical awareness had like kind of his own effect on his own personal autonomy within this situation. And I also feel that like having this like gave him an edge on like kind of making decisions for his own treatments and like what he would feel about it, because he's seen it before many times and in many cases. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good explanation for all that. And for my second question, I'm going to be doing it on what did you think of Paul and Lucy's decision to have a child in the face of an illness? I think that for this is kind of a big thing, just because like to have a kid in the face of having an illness is kind of like, should you or should you not? Because you could not make it in the long run. You could not be able to take care of the child that you're having, or there could be major health problems with the child because of your illness. Yet within this, it seems that they chose to have the baby, and in the end, it was meaningful, and it showed that in life there are good things in life, and having a child definitely brings joy and happiness into the world, rather than having this illness and seeing it as such a terrible thing. You could see it as, hey, you brought some new life into the world, and it's a great thing. And on the third question, given that Paul died before the book was finished, what are some of the questions you would have wanted to ask him if he were still today? I think if Paul were today, I would probably ask him on his ideas of consent and autonomy within many medical things, and also the context of overall end-of-life care. I would also ask if just about paternalism and if it's ultimately justified within some of the aspects. Also, I think you might ask him about his situation as being a patient and also being a doctor as well, and asking the differences and the connections that you can make as being a doctor and a patient, knowing all of these different medical things. I think that would be a great question to ask.